Welcome ladies and gentlemen, I'm Furo, finally back with another Gwent video for you. Since yesterday, the public test servers for the new Midwinter patch for Gwent are online, visible for everybody, so if you want to check it out, the update that is coming in the next couple of days or weeks, there is no release date so far, you can just head over to the GOG client and go to the settings, then switch to the public test realm server, and you can try out all the new cards and all the new UI, so the user interface for yourself. In today's video, I will just show you a small deck that I created, an AXEMAN deck. So nothing really competitive right now. I think there is a lot of room to improvement, but I just wanted to quickly show you all the new stuff that's in the update. So as you can see here, we now have the deck builder and the collection all in one. So it's totally looking different. You can now just search for cards if you like. So if you type in the X, for example, you will see, well, there is the AXEMAN. You can click on that. You see also premium ones. You can instantly create the cards, so everything is now in one place, and on the left side you will now see the new deck list. So before you had just everything visible as a card, and now you have a deck list here that you can click on. So what we are playing today, I will just show you one game or so with the deck to show you a bit of the new effects. And so what we are playing is the Harald the Cripple deck. Harald the Cripple was changed, or is presumably changing, because everything you're seeing in the test server is still due to the change, so there might still be changes coming. Right now, Harald the Cripple is dealing 10 damage, randomly split between enemies on the opposing row. So if you play that with the Axeman, for example, that's already pretty cool. That's very powerful, so you can deal 10 damage. You have a 6-point unit there, and if you have the Axeman on the board, for example, that's then of course also 10 points plus on one Axeman. To make it even more spicy, there's a new card coming, a new silver card called DERRAN here. Oh, sorry. So DERRAN, cursed unit. Whenever an enemy is damaged, boost this unit by 1. So DERRAN is kind of like the old X-Men, so it's getting boosted wherever the damage is happening, not on the same row. So it's a silver card now, it has the same effect like the old X-Men. And in combination with Harald the Cripple, for example, or other wounding effects, that's a pretty powerful tool. And to make it even more fun, there's also a new gold card coming, ULFHEDINN here. A beast curse that deal 1 damage to all enemies. If the enemies were wounded, deal 2 damage instead. So that's also a really great swing card, and I totally dig the premium artwork here. That looks really cool. Great card, I love that. So I've played a bit on the test server so far. Insane swing potential. Also keep in mind the rows now have a limit, so you cannot drop unlimited units in one row anymore. The limit is at 9, and that just I would assume that's because of the upcoming mobile release that is potentially happening next year. So if they want to drop the game on mobile, they kind of have to make a limited, otherwise it's not working. If they are unlimited units, if they have 20, 30, 40 units in one row, which was possible before the change, then it's just too much for a mobile client. Anyway, back to the deck. So of course you have a lot of damage dealing cards like MYRGTABRAKKE here, deal 2 damage 3 times, just to make your X-Mans bigger and better. Also, of course, some weather effects, SKELLIGE Storm, White Frost, the Reaver, of course, Resurrect the Bronze or Silver Clan units, so the DERRAN is there, the X-Men is a potential target. Then for the Bronze stuff, you have the Clan Archer, deal 1 damage to 3 units, that's all old stuff here, while HARPOONER is move an enemy to the opposing row, then deal damage equal to the number of units on that row. That's still the same effect, still the same amount of points. New is probably the Warship here, deal 1 damage 4 times. The 4 times will be on one unit. You cannot choose 4 times a different target, or it's not choosing randomly. You will choose one unit and then you will deal damage 4 times on the unit. So a bit different than a Clan Archer, because that is dealing 1 damage to 3 different units. The amount of points is the same, so you have 8 points plus 3, while the Warship is 7 points plus 4, so 11 in total. The rest is just there to support the Clan X-Men, so I would say we will now jump into some games. I will just show you then a bit of the new artwork, the new layout, the new mulligan screen, and so on. So let's jump into the game now. Before you are now starting a game, you can see your deck already, and you can also switch your deck now if you hit the switch button. So there are some starter decks right now in the database already, so that's when you start the game here in the public test server. So then you can switch the deck, you can click on the deck, and there you have the deck already. It's kind kinda going very fast, so there's no loading screen in between. You can just click the deck and boom, everything is happening. Then you can watch your deck again, see if the right deck, you can see how many gold cards, how many silver cards, how many bronze cards you have in the deck, and then you can just click start battle, and then you are searching for opponent. So that's also a bit of a difference than before. Then you get a small loading screen and you're then jumping right into the action. Alright, so here we go. This is the new mulligan screen what you're seeing right now. So you are now not forced to circle back and forth now in the mulligan screen. You have everything in one screen, all 10 cards. And to achieve that, they have made the cards a bit smaller, which is right now topic for some huge discussions in the community. I think it's fine. It's not like that the cards are looking really bad. Also, just some people would like to get them a bit bigger. Also, apparently some people dislike that it's right now a bit more colorful than it used to be. I think it's still totally fine. So let's see, what are we doing here? It looks very good. I think we're just keeping the hand. Yeah, should be alright. Let's just keep that. Okay. We need that. We are facing Northern Realms here. That's the new leader harder. Create a bronze or silver cursed unit. So random effects, which is also the topic for hot discussions. We will just start here. Let's see. We're just dropping the... Let's just drop the Clan Axemen for the start. We can always just pick the card up that he's dropping in another row. You will see lots of new animations. Everything is a bit smoother, I think. And also you will see that if I do something like this, my opponent would just see a lot of red points on his card, so that's a bit disturbing. We will now go for the White Frost here. Let's put up on the top 2 rows. So these are getting damaged if he's not getting some weather clearer out. That's a new card, by the way, Gatvini Revenant. When you play the next spell or item, spawn a copy of a unit on this row and 2 armor plus doomed. And that will be an item for 3 points. So how about we find now some damage? Wouldn't that be good? How about we pick up the Harpooner here and snatch the Spectre, which is then getting 1 damage. Plus he's getting damaged by the weather, so the Axeman is getting boosted twice.
Well then, let's get to work.
And there's a weather clearer. How dare you? So how about... Let's drop the Yennefer Conjurer, which is dealing 1 point on the little Gatvini Revenant, so everything is now at 4, which means the Yennefer is hitting quite good on the next turn. If he's not giving us something bigger than 4, I think it's very likely that he's dropping something bigger, but we will see. We will see. So that's the bigger card, right? There it is. That's a dual card. So dual, very powerful new mechanic. That means you will kinda, so if he's at 7, he will then deal 7 damage to my unit first, and after that all the remaining points we have are getting hit on his unit, and then he's dueling again and so on until 1 unit is down. Plus the artwork is really cool here on this one, so he's just shifting after a while. Please just shift now. There you go, that's pretty cool. Anyway, we also need to deal some damage, I think. So how about let's just drop another Clan Axemen. At least for now. So our Harald the Cripple will be good for a lot of points. Because right now there's so many points here in this row and the Axeman would get buffed. If the Axeman can survive, that is. I think next play will be then either Warship here, getting rid of the Spectre, or we are dropping the MYRGTABRAKKE, hitting this one and maybe the armor down and one of the other units or so. Sup, yep. The item, the new silver item, is crushing our Axeman. We have another one, so how about we just drop another one? Because why not? Let's see if he's killing it again. I have no resurrection card at the moment, which is a problem. So if this Axeman is also going down, we are in huge trouble. Because then it's really hard for us to win this round if there are just 4 points on the Spectre, so the Axeman can just getting buffed 4 times. That is normally not enough. Okay, he's creating the Damned Sorceress. If a cursed unit on this unit row deals 7 damage, which means... so the Axeman is a bit out of reach right now, but these are cursed units, so he could just deal 7 damage, which would be a problem, kinda. So how about... Let's go MYRGTABRAKKE. Let's hit the Revenants here. And let's also hit the Spectre. I think he's still targeting the Axeman, to be honest. So yeah, there you go. The Axeman is down. And then how about that warship? It was just 4 points at the moment, pretty useless for us. Let's go for the warship. And we're dealing 4 damage here on the Revenant. Though the armor is down, we're getting 3 points buff. That means we are 6 points ahead with 1 less card to play. He now has exactly 10 points in the row. There is Odrin, move to random row and boost all allies on it by 1 at the turn start. So that is still the same like it used to be. If we now drop the Harald the Cripple, we are killing the whole row. Plus we're getting a lot of points on the Clan Axeman. And then the Odrin, if he's dropping on the backside, he's not getting a boost anymore. So I like that. That's why we are going for Harald the Cripple. And boom, getting a lot of points here as a boost on the Clan Axeman. Which should push us high enough to win the round here, I think. I mean, he knows that we have a 1 useless card. But we're still currently 18 points ahead, so it's just a question of how much he's willing to invest. There we go, he's passing, so we can pass, and we can get rid of the useless card here. And we totally look forward to see some resurrection cards in hand. We will go for a very short second round, we're just dry passing. There's 1 resurrection card and BRAN, perfect. We're just dry passing to have a longer last round. Plus hopefully more resurrection as well, so let's just pass here. If we just get 1 Axeman, I'm not sure if we can win the round, the last one. He's now investing 1 lousy card, which is the Reaver Scout for 1 point. But to be honest, of course, the Reaver Scout, if he's playing that in the last round, it would be more than 1 point because he's picking another unit out of the graveyard. So it might have been better for him to drop something else. You never know what he has in hand. And we get the UDALRYK. Oh, that's not too bad. So, I mean, that is 13 points here. We are, by the way, getting rid of the warship. But you have to be aware of the fact that if we drop the 13 points on the opponent's row, we are getting rid of a lot of points. So it's not like he's keeping the 13 points. Plus with the DERRAN here. The DERRAN is a very, very good card. I think we're dropping that here. We will get the Priestess. So that's another resurrection card. That one is just the old X-Men, super powerful. We'll then probably drop BRN BRAN for that. The BRIESTESS Spectre, resurrect a bronze curse unit and it's getting doomed. Wow, and he's hitting his own unit. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So BRN BRAN.
So be it.
And then we will make sure that we resurrect all the stuff that we need, which is then for the start. I think we're starting with the DERRAN. Yeah, hit that. Starting with the DERRAN here, which is getting buffed quite a lot. Then we are starting and picking up some X-Men out of the graveyard. Keeping the Reaver for the last if he's killing the DERRAN. And of course, we have another SKELLIGE Storm. Just need to think. I think we will drop the X-Men first. And then just go for the SKELLIGE Storm after. On this row here in the middle one. What are you picking up? He is creating, holy moly, we'll be able to move all units on the road to a random row. In that case, it would make sense to, could play the SKELLIGE Storm right now. For even more fun. And then also drop the X-Men here. Okay, go SKELLIGE Storm. Please, go. And we will hit this row, dealing more damage. So the DERRAN is just getting buffed more and more. He's still currently 16-19 points ahead. It's hopefully fine. Holy moly, what was that? Thunder Grift. Deal 1 damage to all enemies. If a unit is destroyed, apply Ragnarok on its row. Okay, cool. So how about the Priestess? How about the X-Men? Don't drop this here in this row, because it's just the most points we can get. Boosting a lot. Keep in mind, we still have ULFHEDINN, which is dealing a lot of points on all the damaged units. And of course, even on the non-damaged units, we're dealing points. So this one can potentially go very high. He's down to 1 card. So I would assume that we are winning this game. There we go. Winning that quite hard. We are now dropping the Reaver. Please, we're dropping the Reaver. Dropping the Reaver. And then we will pick up another X-Men. And then I also want to play the ULFHEDINN, so I hope he's not conceding. Want to see that in action. Oh, he's conceding. Damn you. So that's kind of how the game is looking right now. It's still test server, so they will still change things. But I personally like the new deck builder, I like the new effects and so on, despite the fact that you see the red points on every card that your opponent is targeting. So maybe they need to tune that down a bit. On the other hand, I like the mulligan screen, even if the cards are a bit small. I think it's still fine. It's not too shiny or whatsoever. A bit more colorful than it used to be, but it's not like the game is changing a lot by that. So keep an eye out for the test server. If you want to jump in, you can just do that. It's not costing anything. It's a new server, so you're starting on level 1, of course, but you have all the cards. You can test out everything. We have the premium version of everything. I can totally recommend to just try it out for yourself, check out the new cards, and you can give the developers, of course, feedback in their official forums on Reddit or on the Discord server. If you have questions or so, do that, please share your feedback with them. And if you dislike things, just tell them. They might change it in the future, you never know. So that was the video for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, the short intro here to the test server, to the Midwinter update that is coming in the next couple of days or weeks on the normal server. I think the latest will be next week or so. Pretty likely that they are dropping that relatively soon on the normal servers as well. So keep an eye out for that. I will be back for you with some new Gwent videos then in the next couple of days as well. If we're not seeing each other before that, I wish you a wonderful Merry Christmas and maybe even a Happy New Year. So guys, have a great evening. Bye bye.